advertisers don't want their ads running on controversial content here on YouTube. And I think you guys know, I don't have to tell you this, not all content is controversial on YouTube. Way to punish the rest of us. Some of us on YouTube, we just like to make some good memes here and there, okay? I just can't wrap my brain around this, guys. I cannot wrap my brain around this. The Chadtronic meme fund, it's drying up, okay? It's drying up. This is all I could afford for this video. This may be the last meme that I can afford to purchase. And I mean that very seriously. Our funds for memes, they're drying up. This is it! We need these advertisers to come back to YouTube. We need Verizon, come back to YouTube. AT&T, come back to YouTube. Johnson & Johnson, Toyota, we need you guys to come back to YouTube. Pepsi, we don't need you to come back to YouTube.
Another YouTuber known as Chadtronic tweeted out saying, "I'm glad Pepsi pulled their YouTube ads. I really don't want their controversial content associated with my brand. We dodged a bullet, everyone."
Pepsi as a brand is pure. Pepsi is untarnished. Pepsi is like the Mickey Mouse of all soda, if you get what I mean. Pepsi has never done any sort of advertising to its brand to embarrass itself. Ever. Whoa! Pepsi Man! Anyway, advertisers are not the only people currently upset with YouTube. Oh no, it doesn't just end there. As easily as we could predict, parents are also upset with YouTube. Just recently, some news reports have been coming out just recently at the very beginning of this month. Officials warning parents to monitor disguised YouTube videos. Man, what a headline. I'm already shaking in my boots. It's not like YouTube has been around for years or anything, and just now, at random, we should suddenly be very concerned about it. YouTube for years has been a free alternative to cable television for everyone's source of entertainment at no cost. So naturally, how do we reward YouTube for this? We all panic about it and point our fingers at it like it's the root of all evil, obviously.
Seemingly innocent videos are making their way into the homes of families all across the country. Videos that are disguised as something else.
News Channel 10's Mary Coleman joins us now with more on how easily accessible they are to children and what you can do to protect them.
Guys, I tell you what, I can't wait for this. Before this news report, I was completely unaware on how to protect my children. Before watching this news report, I was lost. I don't know how to raise my own kids. For the record, I don't have children, but I'm glad that I'm getting educated in advance, because if I did have kids, I wouldn't know what to do until I saw this news report. So thank God for this news channel.
Thousands of YouTube videos are emerging online containing disturbing and even violent content, and your children may be looking at those. But just as easy as it is to search for these videos, it's as easy to block them.
Oh God, we're already jumping to turning on restricted mode? Well, that escalated quickly. Let me tell you what, do you guys remember back in the day? Some of you might not remember this, but I do. I remember this. Back in the day, restricted mode used to be called parenting. We used to call it parenting. That's right. Things were tough back then. We couldn't just toggle a feature on a website. We actually had to monitor our kids and actually raise them and make decisions. Life was tough. Thank God for restricted mode. Restricted mode, you've made parenting incredibly easy. Now I don't even have to babysit my kids. You're going to do it for me, and I have to worry about nothing. This is great.
On the surface, these videos seem innocent and fun, but a few minutes in, you'll see they are far from it. The worst part, they are being disguised to lure in kids, and with YouTube being so popular, that isn't hard.
I really like how they've got that watermark up in the top right corner. This footage was provided by, courtesy of YouTube. Yes, of course, because we all know YouTube themselves made this content. Obviously, I know we really, really want to point fingers at YouTube, but newsflash, YouTube did not make that content.
The parents are actually completely oblivious to it most of the time because they're either far away from the child or the child has headphones on and they're kind of doing their own thing and they don't realize that the child is actually watching something really inappropriate. So we can't use YouTube as a babysitter. It's just simply not safe.
You're telling me that if I don't keep an eye on my child and I ignore them, they could be watching inappropriate content? If I don't keep an eye on my kid, they could be doing something I don't approve of? I don't understand. I should be rewarded for not keeping an eye on my kids. This makes no sense to me. I've got to keep watching this. This just doesn't add up.
You make sure that you have the parental exclusions set up in YouTube, and you can do that directly on their website. And what that does is it excludes more adult-oriented content, on YouTube.
I know a lot of Spider-Man and Elsa content on YouTube can be mostly considered money grab type content targeted at kids. But if that content for those kids that watch it, if that content, for them is entertaining, then it looks like YouTube is working just fine. It's in kids' natural DNA to enjoy watching content they know they should not be. It's in their DNA to enjoy watching inappropriate content. Do you know what kind of content I was watching when I was a kid? I was watching Ren and Stimpy, and some of the stuff on that show is very inappropriate. And look how I turned out. I turned out completely normal.
Barry says the issue is anyone can upload just about anything to YouTube and tag it however they want.
You need to make sure that your kids are watching Disney videos on a Disney app or on the Disney website.
That's right, guys. You don't want your kids to be provided free entertainment from YouTube. You want to go to places like the Disney app. Go to places like the Disney website. Go to places like that to get your free entertainment. Look, guys, I'll even show you. It's just that easy. We're going to type in watch Disney shows. Okay, well, here we go. Disney Channel. Watch disneychannel.go.com. All right, let's go ahead and watch some Disney shows. This will be great. Man, I can't wait. I didn't realize you could watch select your TV provider. Sign in. Okay. Oh, restrictions apply. All right. Episode availability is subject to change. And just like that, alternative entertainment for free is just that accessible, guys. It's just that accessible. I hope you all learned something from this. It's just that accessible.
YouTube also has a specific kids app, another option for safety.
Even setting up time limits so that you only set up YouTube access maybe while you're home or certain times of the evening, things like that.
For a step-by-step guide to putting these blocks in place, visit newschannel10.com.
Speaking of places for alternative entertainment, I have a small announcement to make. I know of a place where you can watch content that is not inappropriate and very entertaining, and it is provided by myself. It's my third YouTube channel that I just started. It exists. Nothing's there. You can subscribe to it if you want. And here it is. This is it. It's called Gloop. And it will have content soon. Feel free to subscribe. The link to my third channel will be in the description of this video. I will entertain you with this squishy brain meme until you decide to subscribe to Gloop, my third YouTube channel, which is called Gloop, by the way. It's my third YouTube channel. You should subscribe to it. For right now, don't ask any questions. Just go subscribe to Gloop.
Subscribe to Chadtronic for new wild and crazy videos every week.